Ugh, fuck. Are we good? I think so. I think we're good. YouTube, we are back. Another video, another week, another video. Except this week, we're kind of doing a little something different. I just came off of being sick for the last 10 days. I can finally somewhat breathe and actually speak normal where I don't sound like Squidward. So this video is just going to be honestly me talking to you guys. I asked on Instagram you guys to give me some questions about reselling, content creating, business, whatever it is. I'll talk about it here. A little Q&A type action. I don't know. Problem is, my dumbass deleted the post, so I only was able to scavenge some of them, which I wrote down on this paper. So we're going to go through the some that I have. Some of you asked some pretty good questions. Some of you asked for feed pics. Don't know why, but let's get right into it. Jay Sean asked, what got me into reselling? So I started reselling in 2021. I've told this story multiple times. I started reselling in 2021. I was a sneaker collector before a reseller. I loved shoes. I had maybe like a 50 pair sneaker collection, which I don't know where the money came from. Don't ask. My mom probably bought me half of them. I'm grateful for that, but it came to a point where my bank account was literally hitting $0. I wanted more shoes, but I also wanted to make money. It was during COVID, so I really couldn't get a job at the time either. So I found out about sneaker reselling, and I kind of just got into it just to kind of make some money and buy more for my sneaker collection. But I ended up more liking the money than actually collecting, so I kind of pushed to do it more full-time slowly. That's kind of how I became Nick's Kicks.ny. I never really thought I'd be at where I'm at, but now I'm here and I'm doing what I love. At one point in 2021, I was selling about like 4 pairs, 5 pairs a month, but now I have about like 200 to 300 pairs in inventory behind me, if you can see. It's kind of crazy to me. QC Hype asked, how long do I spend on content creating? If I gotta give it a amount of a time of the day, shit. I do everything on my own, so I'm kind of trying to get better at it, but I do the short-term scripting, editing, and all that. I edit the YouTube videos. I edit the long form, short form. I edit everything. I script everything. I record everything myself. Some days I do it more than others, but on a day where I'm doing a lot of content, I'd say it takes me maybe like 8 hours of the day I'm doing content. It's kind of crazy, but I'm trying to push to do more content because I honestly believe content is king. When you're trying to run a business, you have to have your face out there, and I love showing my face by doing content where I get to show you guys my business, be more real, try and build a connection with you guys. So I put a lot of time towards my content. I'm still not good at it, but I'm getting better, I believe. What does my recording equipment look like? Let me try and gather that all up to kind of show you. Start up, I have my GoPro for when I'm doing my reselling content. I have about 3 or 4 of these tripods, one like this, one that's a ring light that you'll see right here, and then one that I'm obviously recording with. I have 3 sets of microphones in this thing. One came from the TikTok shop that are like $5 and probably one of the best cheap alternative microphones if you're trying to do content creation, like quick content creation. These microphones right here are $5. If you're recording from your phone, it's perfect. It saved me a lot of time when I was a beginner. And obviously, I have the mic I'm using. These are my expensive-ish mics. For the camera, I literally just use my phone. That's all I use. I want to get a camera soon, but for now, I've been using my phone to kind of do the most of it. So I don't have anything fancy to use. I'm just a normal guy. I don't know. Have any camera recommendations? Leave them in the comments because I definitely need to pick up a camera. I really want to. I just don't know anything about cameras. That's why I kind of been sticking through with my phone. Editing, I use my computer and my iPad. The computer is more for like long form-ish content, and then the iPad I use for the short form content. Sometimes I also edit on my phone. Mr. Baker Fresh asked, have you ever been scammed before? Oh boy, if you're in reselling and you haven't been scammed before, like you're lucky, I guess. I've been reselling for 4 years. I've never been, all right, let me not say that. I've definitely been purposely scammed, but I don't want to say like scammed where I've been robbed, but I have been sold multiple fakes before, and especially when I first started, I got sold a lot of fakes. And I've obviously, as a beginner, when you're reselling, you don't really know too much about what's fake and what's not until you obviously continue to get the shoes in. There was a few times where I bought shoes from trusted people, thought the shoes were good, I tried to sell them myself, ended up being fake, tried to send it back to them, and they ghosted me, but from then, I learned now to check everything, make sure everything is good. But yes, I've been scammed. I'd probably say $2,000 to $3,000 out of either lost shipments, fake shoes, just shit like that where people don't hold up to their end of the deal. This one's a good question. If you could change something from how you started reselling, what would it be? If I had to change anything, I'd say in the beginning when it comes to making connections, make fucking connections. I relied way too much on thinking I was the shit and egoly thought like I didn't need anybody with me and I could just do this all myself. You need as many connections as you can make, whether that being buyers, sellers, or just friends in the business where you could help push yourself to the next level by either learning from them or just communicating about stuff that you love, where you end up just instinct, I guess, just get better at what you're doing. If you're trying to run a reselling business, you have to have fast turnover. Even I believe then you still needed fast turnover, like sell a shoe, buy a shoe, sell a shoe, same day, get that thing gone, make your profit and reinvest it. I was waiting for stuff to sell on eBay, or my friends that barely supported the business because nobody had money as a high schooler back then. I was relying way too much on eBay and not trying to build connections with people on my Instagram page. If I would have did that earlier, I feel like I would have been a lot more ahead where I am now. Would have learned a lot more about the business faster. The next question is best place to source. Again, if you're not on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. If you're a sneaker reseller, your best place to source shoes is people on Instagram. Now you have to be careful because there is a lot of scammers out there. Just saying, don't. I'm not taking responsibility if you get scammed. But Instagram is the best place to meet people to buy shoes. That's where I got honestly 95% of my inventory comes from the Instagram suppliers I've met. And the good thing is you're able to build a portfolio for yourself to show you're a trustworthy business on there. And as you grow, it's easier for you to source more shoes because more people know you, more people trust you. But if you want to stay away from Instagram and you don't trust that, I do think OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that where you could go pick up cheap collections is a good way to source shit to resell. So this is the last and final question I have here because I thought it was the most important. At what age did you realize you can make this hobby a living? I've been reselling, like I said, to now it's been 4 years. I've been reselling for 4 years and I didn't take it serious until mid 2023 when I started actually selling hundreds of pairs of sneakers every single month. Every sneaker reseller knows now it's like a big volume game, and I didn't really start doing that until 2023. Like actually start trying to push more units, sell more stuff, because that's how you make more money. In 2022, I think I was making like $1,000, maybe $2,000 a month. I tripled that, tripled that in 2023. That's what I realized. If I keep doing what I'm doing and scaling, keep trying to get better, I could 10x this and I could probably make $10,000 a month literally just reselling sneakers out of my bedroom. Went off a little bit off track there, but when the age of when I realized that I could really take it serious was probably, so 2023 I was what, 19, 20, was the broke college student still. I still loved my business even though I really wasn't making money prior to that. I was really, like I said, 2022 I was making $1,000 to $2,000 a month. When I actually started pushing it more full time, that's when I actually doubled, tripled my income. I put more work into it, more effort. I was spending about, shit, back then maybe like 6 hours a day. I thought that was a lot, but now like in 2025 I'm doing 10, 12-hour days to try to make my business better, whether that being content, selling more shoes, buying more shoes, whatever it is. But I didn't really see anything more than just like a side hustle prior to 2023. After 2023 it was like, you know what, I think I could start making this an actual income. That's when I started actually making the videos I make kind of now on Instagram and TikTok and all that. Like I started in 2023 actually posting about my business. I think since then it's just popped off. We've met a lot more people, met a lot more customers. I've been able to connect with a lot of you guys. I've watched the YouTube that messaged me. It's insane. But if you want to get into reselling, I feel like it's probably the easiest to do. You just got to take the right steps and follow the right systems, and I believe that you could get there in no time if that's what you want to do. I wish I had more questions because it was actually a very good rant to get off my head, and you guys actually asked amazing questions, so maybe we'll run this back again in the future. Appreciate you guys for watching. Drop some comments. Let me know anything about business, reselling, content creation. I'd love to answer your guys' questions maybe in the next video. My voice is starting to fucking hurt again. I have to get over the sickness, but we're doing weekly uploads no matter what. We're trying to get as many videos out to reach as many of you guys. I want to build this big community with you guys. So I'd appreciate you if you hit the subscribe button and like this video. And see you guys in the next video. I love y'all. Keep dreaming.